She didn't rest when the weather changed. Neither are we. Welcome back to the Daily Acorn, and this show is where we plant what matters and we watch it grow across the Eastern Shore and beyond. I'm Shauna Kearsley, I'm your host, and today I want to bring you inside something I've been heads down building for months. And this is the 2026 Inaugural Harriet Tubman Summit. Here's the context. If you're new to the space, September 2026 is the International Underground Railroad Month. It also happens to be, and this is very exciting, America's 250th anniversary. The entire country is celebrating, every community is celebrating, all across the nation. Those two things that are landing in the same year, in the same county, Dorchester County, where Harriet Tubman was born, that's not something we get to say twice in a lifetime. So the Alpha Genesis Community Development Corporation is putting together a month-long summit, not one event, an entire season of them, education, celebration, community service, and yes, some real joy is going to be in there too. I want to talk you through why this matters from three angles, why the city is standing behind it, what's being built around food and community, and I think it's going to surprise you. And then I'll close it out and tell you exactly how to get involved, because this episode isn't just for listening. It's for acting on. So here we go. Let's start with what it means for a city this size to be sitting at the center of something with national reach. Why is the city standing behind this? So Dorchester County is the starting point of the Underground Railroad Byway. That's not branding. That's geography. That's facts. As America turns 250, this county holds the origin story of what freedom actually cost and who paid for it. This summit is bringing scholars, veterans, artists, and community leaders here, including Dr. Etta Fields-Black, who just won the Pulitzer Prize in History for her book on General Tubman's military leadership. And prior to the summit, Dr. Etta Fields-Black will also be presenting for the National Park Services here in Maryland. We've got organizations that are traveling in as far as Michigan and national press paying attention. That's tourism. That's economic development, and honestly, that's pride. This is our origin story, and this September, the whole country gets to hear it told from where it actually happened. Now, what's actually going to be on people's plate for this, right? Let's talk about what's happening on the 26th, literally, what's happening on their plates, literally. So that day on the 26th, which is one of the big featured events of the summit, we're honoring 250 veterans. That number is intentional. It's tied to Harriet Tubman's posthumous promotion to Brigadier General. Governor Wes Moore, Maryland, he gave her that designation, Brigadier General. Yes, she fought in the war. Yes, she was a spy. Yes, yes, yes. So on that evening at 447 venue, that's the name of the venue, we're serving a farm-to-table dinner as part of the Beacon of Hope Veterans Gala. But here's what I want you to know. This isn't catering for one night. We're working with a local partner, Blackwater Rising, and we've got raised bed gardens going into the Masons Lane Community Center right now as we're speaking. Seeds are already started. That food is going to help feed this dinner in the fall, but the beds are going to stay. The programming is going to stay. It's sustainable programming, something the community owns long after the summit weekend is over. The summit weekend and the summit month. When those 250 women veterans sit down to eat, they're going to be eating something the community grew for them on purpose, out of respect. That's exactly it. This isn't a one-night gesture. It's an investment that keeps producing, which brings me to the ask, because everything I just told you needs fuel to keep running, and that's where you come in. I want to be direct with you. The way I always am on the show. This is happening on the ground where Harriet Tubman was born. Dr. Edifield Black's Pulitzer Prize win is putting a national spotlight on the very story we're telling here. And on September 26th, we're going to have women veterans are going to sit in front of the Dorchester County courthouse. And they're going to be told, we see you. Your service sits inside a 200-year-old line of women who refuse to leave anyone behind. That's why we're doing this. Everybody who's touched this summit has found their own piece of Harriet Tubman in it. That's not a slogan for me. I'm watching this happen. If you only remember 2 dates, write down September 26th and October 3rd. September 26th, tribute to General Tubman at the Dorchester County Courthouse. Moving into the Beacon of Hope Veterans Gala that evening, October 3rd, we're going to have a send-off. We're also going to be meeting at Patriot Point. All of this unity on the river, which is going to be happening down at the Long Wharf Dock. We have the Pride of Baltimore, too, which is going to be docking for tours, history, and heritage with a VIP sale that is going to be closing out on the Choptank River. Yeah, now, here's the ask, and I want you to actually do this, not just nod along in your car. We have real community investment opportunities open right now. This isn't funding one night. Your sponsorship builds sustainable programming that outlasts this summit, like the garden beds that I just told you about. If you want to sponsor, go to our Zeffy page, search 2026 Inaugural Harriet Tubman Summit on Zeffy. We're going to drop the link here, or you can find the link through the alphagenesiscdc.org. alphagenesiscdc.org. That same site is where you can register and where you sign up to volunteer. We're also selling bricks in honor of our veteran. These bricks will be placed around the courthouse in posterity. So if you'd like a brick, go to the Zeffy. If you'd like to sponsor, go to the Zeffy. If you'd like to talk about it, you can give us a call, and the information is here. And if you're not in a position to sponsor right now, find us on Facebook, Alpha Genesis CDC, Harriet Tubman Inaugural Summit. Follow us. And when you see a post about the summit, like it, comment on it, share it. Help us carry the energy of this movement past Dorchester County, because the more people who see it, the bigger this gets. Harriet Tubman didn't rest when the weather changed. She moved people through winter, through harvest, through summer heat, always pressing forward. This September, Dorchester County is asking you to move with her one more time. alphagenesiscdc.org. Our Zeffy sponsor page, Facebook, Alpha Genesis CDC. Go find your piece of Harriet. That's it. This is your episode of the Daily Acorn. You want to plan something today, and I will see you next time. This is Shauna Kearsley, and thank you for joining us here.